You need some energy. You need strength. You need power. You need intelligence. You need wisdom. You need courage. You need will. You need direction. You need food. You need shelter. You need water. You need it all and more in order to cross this Rubicon. Because the time is now. You can't be hanging around with that demonic bitch or that demonic dude. What are you thinking? Wake up! Look around! Shit's going down! And there's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. You can run to the tallest hill in the world. You will still find the devil looking back at you through the very people you drink with. There is only one force that you can come to in these end days. When you can't trust your mother, you can't trust your father, you can't trust your sister, you can't trust your father, you can't trust the supposed Christians down the road, you can't trust the supposed Jews and Muslims down the road. You're on your own. And it's time to be slapped awake. And you might as well find out the easy way right now. Otherwise, you can come in the form of a 2x4 or a set of brass knuckles with spikes coming around the corner. I'm telling you, it's getting real. And there's only one force you can turn to, and it's God and his agents on the ground. Okay, that's all I can turn to, is the information that God has sent to us through the teachers and masters that are here at our disposal right now in this time. Open up your mind. Open up your heart to the truth, and the truth shall set you free. There are people that will walk in the door when I'm at the coffee shop because they're there to hear the message. There are people that will get up and leave when I speak the truth because they're there to flee from the message. But I am there to continue to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Till death do us part. You will take my free speech from my cold dead head. And even then I will continue in the afterworld on and on and on. The truth shall continue as it was in the past. It will continue in the future with all the ultimate warriors of the world. As we approach the introduction of this 3 minutes and 33 second introduction, as we bring in the golden power before we go down to a monotone state of speaking, so you can hear it calmly and share it with the others. Synchronicity! Whoa, autoplay. God can work through AI. Boom! Ooh! Put them on the glass. Wow. Is that good for you too? Boy, I'm ready to have another. Do you have a cigarette? Go on, Bill. Woo! Damn, you're hot. Fucking hot. Shut up. It's because is everybody in? Is everybody in? Is everybody in? I said, is everybody in? 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 Are you sharing this on social media? Are you sharing this on social media? I'm bringing goodies. I'm bringing candies. Be good. But there'll be no cookies in hell. Are you ready to worship the golden calf? Are you ready to make your offering to the church? Are you ready to throw down and put them on the glass? Tell me what you want. Tell me how you like it. What shirt do you want me to wear tomorrow? Tell me what to do to make you give me money. Huh? I need money, baby. I need money. You want me to strip right here? You want me to do OnlyFans? You want me to make animation porn? How do you want to do this? Huh? How nasty you want to make it? I told you about the truth of porn idea. I told you we're looking for scripts. Guy kicks in door, rescues girl from human trafficking case. He and the girl do martial arts together, kick their ass, and they make wild love. Well, I'm telling you too much. Hey, if you steal that shit, I'm gonna sue you. I got spyware installed. You can do it, bro. You can pretend you know what you're talking about. Wait, hang on. So I got the spyware installed. And if you think you're going to take my ideas for truth or porn and make money, it'll identify exactly what's going on. And I'll know, and I'll be alerted. I'll be alerted with this new technology that's been created. And I will file a new lawsuit with new laws that are being created out of intellectual psychic copyright, where I claim an illegal clause that everything in my head is copyrighted. Listen to me. Anyway, let's get back to business. But there's a comment, man. I'm giddy. There's a comment over in New Mexico. I'm not even clicking on the video. We're going to go to story time in a minute. We got to build up to it. Clickbait. We need more gong bell. But basically, I got this plot in my head of basically a Netflix TV based on that guy's story. He taught me how to punch. It's basically a story about an Asian guy who grew up in Portland, Oregon, got beat up as a young person, became a badass, got beat up by black guys, came back at the age of 11, fucked them up with a bat. That's what happened. He was a young bolo young in the streets, ran around in Portland in a time in which Asians were hated and fought for his life. And from a psychic perspective, the evil of Portland went into him like everybody else, including me. And I got out. But everybody in Portland still breathing evil air. You get it? Like me and Portlanders, we don't like each other because there's something about that place that's funk. That's what we got to say at the beginning. It's an evil that started at the beginning. How far back? I can only trace it a few hundred years. If somebody wants to be nerdy with me and do deep dive Oregon, let's go there and go, what was Oregon? Long time ago. Is it a Lemuria? Like, you know where I'm going? Atlantis? Hell no. Some psychics think it's Lemuria. Some people said I was in Atlantis. The point is Portland is a unique place where there's demons and demon portals. That's what I say. And demons come from other places in America to come to Portland to do demon shit. And what I understand about this guy is that he got into demon shit through violence. It's that simple. And I can talk about it. Why? Why? Because his whole life was bragging about it and convincing other people to be into it. That's why. That's why, bro. Because we live in a world. This is why, bro. And I don't appreciate what Gunnar Standard did for Mike. And I don't tell everything. Nobody could say you talk too much. No. I said it before. These people, and a lot of people in society, because we have so much evil, there's like an agreement amongst evil people to just be evil and just be evil, right? And just like be violent and not believe in karma. And that's what this is about. There's people out there that like to abuse and use through authority. And that's what I'm getting at. He was kind of authority. And there's a lot of authority figures in our lives that are like that through the system. And so this is all building up to a story of synchronicity where maybe it's God trying to show you something, or maybe it's a situation to where I get distracted, look at the view count because it keeps changing so rapidly. It's like I'm being fucked with. So even looking at the view count totally throws off my. So there we go. That's a crappy song that was just playing. I was bullied growing up. He was bullied growing up. That's why he was in my life, to teach me to defend myself. So that's what this is about. However, you've got to make up your own mind as to what you do with your life. Because if you put it in someone else's hands, you might self-medicate and self-destruct. So I turned to heroin. But I glamorized storytelling. Much of it was maybe false and falsified. Glamorous stories about extravagant affairs. And so I thought that a Netflix story could be created about some of them. But really, those are his stories, not mine. And I lived for many years in his shadow in the way that, you know, people live through other people's shadows. There's a movie called Sidekicks. This is very psychic what's happening. Okay, I'm now willing to say that through whatever device I have, through the Roku, that there's a spiritual force manipulating AI. I've said this many times, that I don't believe that it's all demonic. And somehow, like, there are spiritual things coming at. That could be a deception, too, to get us to go into that. And, you know, we could be manipulated by demons through AI and YouTube auto-suggest. What I'm saying is, this was plain in my life in 1988 when I turned to the needle. And it was because my life was so built up on worshiping this person. By the time I was 18, I was a work slave at Kroger. And so I was living in another person's shadow. And somehow by doing that and going deeper now into my spiritual studies, am I holding your attention? Many of you will come later and like, it's early. I got to take breaks so you get this. I glamorized a bad boy. That's what it is. I glamorized a bad boy. Here it comes. The truth goes out. It was about glamorizing a bad boy, and I woke up. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. And I fucked around and found out. You glamorize people that kick in doors and fucking do the worst fucking shit because they're a fucking crack fucking crip leader. Bro, violence is violence. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Think you can walk through life, have no morals, even with prostitutes? That shit spreads, and it spread to me. Course is coming up. Wait for it. Here we go. There's a new sheriff in town. There are bad boys and bad girls all across the planet. Hey, I love you. Okay, here's a rock. But hey, or don't let it go to your head. Now get out. Wait, before you do, here's a card. Pick a card, any card. And then what I want you to do is write down the URL to my YouTube channel. I want you to slip it to somebody at Whole Foods. Do I need to tell you how to help me? Okay, sit down, shut up. You right now. No, it's you. Jennifer, Sarah, Todd, Mitch, John, Dan, Evan, W. To the right ones. You write down 2025 countdown. You're like, you see that shit on the news? Solar flares, war. Oh yeah, bro, solar flares, war, craziness. This guy is a shit. What? He's shit? No. He's not shit. He is the shit. Oh, here you go. See you later. Hey, here's my email. It will start a meetup. See where I'm going with this? You can change the world in your community with my instructions. Hell yeah. Let's do it. 2025, 2026, 27, and spread it. Chapters. No, not a cult. We're trying to change things for when the grid goes down. I tell the pharmacists, what are you going to do when the grid goes down? Those people, think about it, man. They need drugs, man. Do they have a backup? Schizophrenia meds? What do you think is going to happen, folks? You see, I'm a thinker. I never think about it. People tell me, like today, story time, we're building. I'm the first person they've ever met in this community to be saying these things. So I'm not even going to say I'm him. That's not it at all. No. It's that I am choosing to be an activator. And you can be an activator too. You can really sum it down to what I'm saying, what I'm playing. Oh yeah, here we go. An activator of consciousness. I am willing to believe I'm becoming an angel or a supernatural entity that will roam the earth, punishing evil, teaching others to do likewise, and bringing you with me because, maybe Jesus rolls for the gang with spiritual brass knuckles and swords. Hell yeah, it's all being shown to me as I walk up and down the stairs in real time. Song's about getting his drugs, man. It's fucking horrible. That's not what I thought of when I started reading the lyrics. I'm like, this is about cop and method. This is about buying drugs from Bruce Nagel up on Airport Road in Oregon. Oh, shit. Rope dope. Oh, yeah, so superior. Time for crazy sex with a girlfriend. We're free now. Club magazine. Hey, where's her dad? Oh, she's hot. Does she have a dad? Oh, don't ask. Hey, bro, it's someone's sister. Exactly. What? That's horrible. That's someone's sister. Yeah, well, someone stopped watching. Little guilty. It's okay. You'll come back later when you're ready. Because you have to take in doses. Because I'm a powerful force against evil. And if evil exists in you, you can only handle a little bit. Before the bullet hits the bone. Put them on the glass. There we go. Bring me to Vegas. I'm ready. But would they have me? It would treat them too far. They would not let me on American Idol. American Idol, me. Here comes the grappler. Give me that microphone. Give me that microphone right now. Are you listening here, Duck Savage? You ain't shit. You think you're tough? You no, that's not the grappler. That's okay. We're down to one viewer because that's exactly what I wanted. I want people just to bounce, just let it get quiet because I can't handle the psychic interference. I need to just get you. All right. So basically, here's how synchronicity is. You can think about a situation in which you walk into a restaurant strung out from the cold, a situation in which you see the universe connecting people. Right? A situation in which the universe is connecting people. We're going to wait till a few more people show up. So we have one viewer now. And basically, someone could show up through synchronicity, but you may not get it to tell you something, a message. But maybe somebody will come later, and it could be something as simple as, this is not what you think, or there's more to the story. Okay, so I'm getting the story. Basically, I go to a barbecue. Carl Simington, the brief background that we'll do more, was a somewhat of a spiritual guide who has said some interesting things about the future, 1,000-mile winds. He was black. I liked him to a certain degree. There were some things that I didn't like. You've heard me say both positive and negative. What I'm saying is those two men, I can't really think of any others, were the only men or males in my life that were providing mentorship to me. And what I'm saying is a synchronicity happened in which even though I knew both of them, and they both knew my mother, one was more involved with my mother, Carl, not so much. He was more just a talker that I know of, except for the one I mentioned. And what I'm saying is there was synchronicity and a third person coming in who was the friend of one and the nemesis of another. So there you go. One had a nemesis. We'll tell you the story in a bit, right? A man had a nemesis. Not sure what it was, but there was an issue there with this person. Okay. I don't know what I should call him. Manuel Gonzalez. Manuel Gonzalez with a dangerous reputation of ripping the face open of several bodybuilders in Portland, Oregon. Like serious Tiger Claw, Bolo Young, like, oh my fucking God, are you serious? Like, don't you ever cross that person, or if you ever see this person, or like run type deal, like, oh my God, are you serious? Like the Terminator, like, don't get close, oh my God. And then you don't necessarily maybe know the other side of the story. Like, is that person an ultimate monster? I never got that confirmed. What I'm saying is it was, I'd already heard about that person through the many stories. Then one day I'm at a barbecue and there he is. Now, he's not being Mr. ripping faces open. He's just saying that the barbecue, Carl was spiritual to a certain degree. I think that he was there for someone else because Carl, at the time in which he was alive, lived in North Portland near the Lloyd district. He would walk to Lloyd Center a lot, and he would, not so much meditate or pray, but receive information from, he didn't really have a name for them, but he claimed to receive information. It's quite complicated, suspicious, and interesting. It would be nice to talk to him now under positive conditions. And I don't know if he's connected to me in spirit by thinking about him. Let me tell you, you don't necessarily have to channel spirits, okay, or be trying to channel spirits to be receiving information from them. Okay, so Carl Simington is dead right now. Are there any psychics watching right now? Carl Simington is dead. It's an obituary. We stopped talking in 2008 or 9. I was drinking at the time. We were arguing, and he wasn't being empathetic to something. We were arguing. He was being, I feel, overcritical of just my on-air performance. And it's the same issue now. It wasn't seeing what I believe are my good traits. It was just being critical. One criticism he had that I agree with, though, now is that the Almighty isn't discussed enough, right? The Almighty creator. So overall, I'm going to tell you more about Carl's spirituality. We have 3 viewers. And that's what I want, at least 3 viewers. We had a few people bounce. We had some fun. We're going to do a lot of these videos where I start with an intro and get it out there and get creative. Because we have an energy coming through that's in lightning speed telling me what to talk about and how it's all connected. So the whole point of the story is synchronicity or serendipity, and the universe showing us signs through somebody pop up who's like, you know who, but wait a minute, you people are disconnected. You only know the same woman. Then this dude popped up. You're Sarah, it's hard to explain. But somehow I was meant to meet him, and then I was fascinated by, so he's Hispanic, and he teaches martial arts somewhere in Gresham, okay, or he did. The question is this: if he was spiritual, because he was talking to Carl, but he was there seeing others, but if he had a spiritual side,
Could that be one of the reasons why he was dangerous and feared? Could that have been one of the secrets to his success as far as the fighting arts? So that's pretty much right there, the end of it. The question, could somebody be highly dangerous and lethal against other lethal people because they have a spiritual side? Or because they're engaged in some sort of unique energy work that scares somebody else? Because some people, even though they might be big and strong, they may really fear people that do energy work, whether they be like, one thing or the other, spiritual or the other. It could like really freak them out. The idea of psychic phenomena, or Dion Fortune's magical battle of bread. And basically the reason why is because I think they're soul contracts. If people have a soul contract to do evil, if they're still doing evil, you don't really mix that in. And hanging around spiritual people, or like getting into fights with people that are believed to have a spiritual glow. Like one thing that we could play right now is the glow. I'm going to try to conclude this video and come back. But one of the videos we're going to play is the glow. And we're going to conclude at 22 minutes, often 22, 33, and 44. And right before an hour. But the glow is a song from The Last Dragon. And it's like there's a glow, a spiritual glow that can be used for good or evil. And when it's strong enough, we'll do some breathing before we leave. I believe that it can be threatening to people that, for whatever reason, fall into a weakness or a deficiency. And what is something that causes a deficiency with that glow or shield? Immorality. So immoral people can't come up against moral people because they have a stronger shield. And for more information, you are instructed to go from this video and to type in Manly P. Hall and magnetic fields around the human body. And through that lecture, you'll hear him talk about the connection between morality and a strong protective field. And I believe that by adding exercises in like this and certain breathing exercises, it can only make you stronger.